Hello guys, welcome back to Sim UK, welcome back to Thrones of Britannia. Let's begin this episode by getting rid of these. We have characters with unassigned skills. Wiglaf, who's all the way down here on the south coast. He is a governor, not really military. He's not really suitable for military action, but then to be fair, he's not really suitable as a governor. So we're going to have to do something here. Let's his loyalty is a bit of a question for me, so I don't really want him being an army general. So we'll boost up his boost up his governance skill by 1. Oh my gosh, was it low? Just take that off a second. Oh, his character is -1 governance, so he's not even good as a governor. He's a really poor choice. If I had the ability to swap him out for a different governor, I think I would, because he doesn't seem suitable to me. But at least if we had the scribe, he becomes neutrally poor rather than extremely poor. Aethelric, this is our best governor by far. I'd like to boost his zeal. A bard, I think, will do that. Yes, +1 zeal, because he's already our best governor. So let's make sure that everyone listens to him and likes being around him. I think that makes sense. He's also a preacher. Ah, interesting. So we could send a priest and really boost that side of things. Could end up with a nice little church or something. Cathedral, perhaps. Aelwulf. This is the warrior. Now, he is a good general. We've already given him quartermaster skill. Let's give him forager skills as well. That's +5 unit replenishment and +5 food production wherever he is. That seems to be good. We definitely need to bring him over here, I think, and swap out some of the military units that we've got over in Aethelric's army, because that is just too big, and I don't trust him as much. No one army should be bigger than my own, I think, is probably what we're thinking there. Who's next? Hrothulwerd. Now, he's actually quite a decent governor. He's 43 years old. Doesn't have a wife. He could probably do with a wife. Can we sort him out? Can we hook him up with my sister? What's his name? Hrothulwerd. Hrothul the Weird. He's just. He's wealthy. He's forgiving. He's arrogant. What? And he's a miser. Yeah, actually, I think he sounds pretty ideal for our sister. Let's see if we can't do that. Oh, have I already hooked my sister up with somebody? We did, didn't we? Oh, my other sister then. What do we know about her? She's wise. I'd definitely like to hook her up. Arranged marriage. Marry this woman to an eligible bachelor, bringing him into the family. She's 38. And how old was he? I've forgotten. Oh gosh, these names. These names! The names of these people. What is his flipping name? Hrothulwerd. Hrothulwerd. How did I forget that name? Okay, sis. Let's sort you out. Hrothulwerd. I hope they get on. These two have been married. May their time together be happy and fruitful. Oh. No arguments, no complaints. They just went ahead and got married. They're actually quite a reasonably similar age. I think we did well there. I think we did rather well. Interesting. His loyalty has now gone down, which is the complete opposite of what I was intending to achieve there. So yes, loyalty is actually quite low. I'm going to have to be very careful here. I thought that would have got better. Maybe after the next go that will have improved. Let's boost him up here with something. What should we boost him up with? How do we increase loyalty? By sending him a priest. That is the way forward. Alright, that got that problem sorted.
The men have trained for this.
The men have trained for this. Oh my gosh. Oh. So Athelric is married to Eoforhild, and they have an ugly child. Well, she's rich, which takes the edge off a little. -1 zeal for the husband, -20 chance of having children, +20 chance of having illegitimate children. I don't fully understand what these things mean sometimes. But okay. So they have a child. I don't know how old she is or anything like that, but apparently she's ugly. But he is a madman, so I don't think many people are going to tell him that. To be fair, he's persistent, shabby, boring, and he's the noctophobe. What can we do here for you? What can we do here for you? I think, at this point in time, a priest. Increasing your loyalty to the crown might well be a wise move. Excellent. Okay, I'm ready to move forward a day, I think. Okay, well, nothing too significant happened there. I do want to know what happened to these hoarders. Where did they go? A little concerned about where they've actually disappeared to. Still. So, these units are almost fully functional. We can bring our man up. And then we can swap some units over. Unfortunately, though, nothing here is fully done, is it? Fully replenished. Still, I suppose, regardless of where they are, the replenishment will be the same. So we'll bring one of those down. One of those down. We'll leave the horses because he is going to need them. And the long axemen. We'll take those as well. And that brings them both to 9, which is much better. And then we'll station him back over here. Oh, I seem to have swapped them over. That was not intentional. But, okay, fine.
We will serve well.
That actually works rather well. So they're both... they're both in a settlement. They're both replenishing their units, I think. And London will think twice, I'm sure, before sending anyone over here to have a chat with us. And now our best general out of the two is closer to the hostility area. I would love to take this right now, but we're not ready. We're just not ready. We're getting there. We are getting there. Most definitely. Yeah, we're definitely getting there. As for the invasion on the south, I don't see any sign of them. Which could be good or could be bad. Let's see if we can create contact with him. If I can remember what they're called. The Wysing. Now, they're kind of neutral deteriorating.
You will get a fair hearing.
Somehow... Oh, they're there. They're there, look. Now, the issue with that... Where? I don't see them. The issue with that is these Vikings are now hanging around the East Anglians, which are also very much Viking, from Viking origin. Are they being indoctrinated? That's the question. Or further indoctrinated. Let's Let's try friendship. Oh, current proposal is excessive. They consider your deal extremely generous. So they're definitely going to be up for it. Their strength ranking is 22. They're never to be trusted. Classic Viking, what does that mean? A stereotypical Viking. This man remains foolish enough to jump at any chance for a fight. Xenophobic. These people dislike foreigners intensely, regardless of their origins or intentions. Viking by name, Viking by nature. This man's loyalty can be bought for the right price, but he may change his mind in time. Likely to break treaties. Now, I'm not too bothered about making friends with him. His enemies are East Angle. Oh, they're enemies. And Grattenburg. Grattenbrew. Right. So these are actually guys we want on our side. So let's...
This seems fair enough.
Nice. Yes. I think we'll take that. I think we'll take that for the moment. It serves our purpose. The more friends we have against the East Anglians, the better I feel. So they shouldn't be attacking us on the south now. That's quite an interesting option. He's very fighty, so should we go into battle against his enemy, I'm thinking he might be one of the first in the queue to go and start something. How are we doing here? Still, they're not fully replenished, which is a bit frustrating. We do have Thane Horsemen and Scout Horsemen. That is good. Let's see how our upgrades are going. Still, 2 days for the communal fields to be completed. Can we upgrade Winchester to a Great Hall? We've got the money, and it seems to make sense. Let's go check out Dorchester, who now have a Great Hall, which means we can add in another unit, another building. What do we have here? The grain pit, sorry. Left click to construct this building, right click for further information. Grain pits. Now that's going to cost 100 a week, but grain storage is never just as simple as throwing wheat seeds into a hole. This will give us +2 supplies and +30 in food production, 25% unit replenishment multiplier, and 1 siege holdout time double for city ports, which this isn't, so that's not relevant. Okay, so we could do a grain pit. What's a grange? For some reason... Oh, I see. So this is just a storage hut for grain and will cost us money, whereas this is a sort of religious storage hut for grain where people are sort of encouraged or demanded perhaps to offer something to the gods, and that actually lowers people's happiness, so I don't think we'll go for that. But the grain pits certainly seems like the wisest choice, and they're the same price, take the same amount of time to build. Let's go for it. Financially, we're not looking great, and our finances have dropped significantly for some reason, so I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that. Right, let's skip to the next day, see what comes our way. Scots are on the move. Steinborg. This faction was no match for their enemies. They are no more. I find it interesting that there's no go to this location option there. So I've no idea where that occurred on the map, to be honest. War declared between Darby and Gwinnett. Well, that is interesting. Again, I think I should be able to click on these guys. Gwinnett.
Don't make me regret admitting you to my hearth. Right.
I was going to say, how are Gwinnett? How's their attitude towards us? But actually, it's hostile and deteriorating, which is quite interesting. So they're at war with Darby. And, yeah, we've got friends on both sides, kind of. Somewhere over here somebody likes us. I forget where. Okay then, so they're just basically having a battle. Gwinnett absolutely detests us, so there's nothing we can do there there's no advantage we can take from that battle. We'll just have to let them get on with it. And they're both foes, so whoever wins, it doesn't really matter. As long as they inflict much damage upon the other, then we'll be good. I'm just noticing this icon that's popping up next to my arrow. It's a tad weird. I'm not sure what it means. What does that mean? That's a forest, dense forest, light forest, grassland. Don't know what that is. Raiding this trade route will incur diplomatic penalties with any factions using it. Why would I raid it? Or how do I raid it? I don't even know how to do that, to be honest. Not something we need to worry about right now. So, those Vikings that were hanging around wherever. Is this them? Wysing, yes. A provincial capital. Left click to inspect. Have they taken London? I do believe they've taken London. And look at the size of their army. That is a big army. That is intriguing. That is intriguing. How are the East Anglians gonna respond to such an action? I'm surprised I didn't get a big message coming up. That's quite a significant change. A totally new faction has come in and taken London, and hardly anything was said. There wasn't a battle or anything. This is what I meant by if you're not currently defending an area, it seems like the enemy can just come in and take it and not actually declare war as a result. I don't understand. That bit bemuses me a tad. And confuses is probably a better word. It confuses me a tad. Not quite sure how that makes sense or how that works. Hopefully when the game is released, all this stuff will become clearer over time. Maybe even some tweaks and stuff will occur, some patches, and because that's an odd one. That's an odd one for me. Alright, I don't think there's anything that we need to do, so let's skip a day.
My endeavors are rewarded.
Right. Buildings have been constructed. Excellent. So we now have a potter. Basketry is all well and good, but a basket can't hold liquid, Can it? So they say. So Evesham has now got this extra bit of interesting stuff, which means trade should increase, and that's going to have a positive, beneficial move across the entire faction. You can see that our income on the next turn has actually gone back up into the 2000s. Not quite where it was when we started, but hopefully it's a sign of things to come. Sheep herd at Guildford, Middlesex. One sheep can clothe a family. A herd of sheep can clothe dozens. Yes, indeed. So that seems like a wise move. Sheep herd. 15 plus 15 cloth production, plus 125 market, plus 4% for a farm. They don't seem to have a farm or a market anywhere. And Weissing are now running things here. So, yeah. This is the only bit I'm not really clicking with. Is this the provincial capital can be owned by anybody, it seems, and only if there's an army there does it make any difference. So, I mean, it's interesting. If Weissing walk off somewhere and I go into London, do I just take London and they go, oh, that's okay, don't worry, we'll find somewhere else? Is that how it works? I really don't know. We've got a marker here.
We are the coming power.
This is Athelric, the madman. I tell you what, he is booming, isn't he? This is like his second upgrade in a very short amount of time. Now I'm tempted to go priest again, just to make sure that his loyalty stays solid. But actually, he's one of our most loyal at present. So a quartermaster to boost his military capability, I think, is going to work in our favour. Because if we are going to start pushing up the map, we need to start... Oh, look at this. What's this? They've sent quite a sizable army. East Engel have come down to talk to Weissing.
Impossible, I fear.
Yes, so this could get interesting in the next couple of moves. An army led by a very, very capable military personnel against a general who has very little experience and less men. And I'm not sure if the colour of the icon there is relevant, but I'd say that a yellow icon is not fully fit, but that this sort of browny coloured one is probably even less so. So, yeah, I don't think we have anything else we need to think about here. Let's just check the faction. 666 444. I think anything less than 4 I'm going to worry about, but anything sort of 4 and above we're gonna be okay with. We're going to say that's fine. And we're quite stable at the moment. Okay. Alrighty. We're nearly at a point where war fervor is going to be leaning in our favour. We could start pushing up the map with just these two. We could do some significant damage. To be honest, if we just took London and Tilleberg, maybe Kelmersoft and Meldun. Yeah. I don't want to push too fast too soon, that's the issue. But, okay, let's spin the wheel and see what happens next. Oh, I think they took it back. And they ranked up, which means Weissing are probably no more. Unless they did a runner, which is possible. Blackmail. Rumour has it that this man is working against you and is about to make his next move. Right, now, who are we talking about? Which one of them is working against me and about to make his next move? Both of them. Is that what it's saying? Both of them are looking to... But it says this man, not these men. Oh, hang on. His loyalty is 6, but Alfred's loyalty is non-existent here. Alfred. Wait a minute. Aren't we Alfred? This is incredibly confusing. So Leofstan, who is theoretically... I wish I could get information about Leofstan whilst this screen was up. It's a bit frustrating having to make a decision without all the facts available to me. So we're the king, this is us, and this is Leofstan, and he is potentially trying to take control of us. Yet his loyalty is at 6, which is one of our most loyal people, if you will. So, can I ignore it, do you think? Or should I lower his influence? It's a big question. I'd say these rumours are baseless. War declared. Alec and Briefen. Let's go have a look. Oh, this is an Irish war. Well, we've got our own war to worry about, so we're not going to worry about that too much. But what we are worried about now is Leofstan. And Leofstan, let's go look at Leofstan. He doesn't have a wife, so let's find him a wife. This bride seems suitable. Will her intended accept the choice you have made for him? He seems pretty happy. Wolfhilda. This lady is utterly loyal to her husband and inspires the same devotion in others. +2 loyalty for the husband. Oh, that's got to be it. Now, Leofstan's loyalty is 8 to the crown. That has to be the right move. Even though the statistical significance of what we've just done is definitely in our favour, I still feel a great sense of concern about whether or not those rumours are true. It's interesting, isn't it? How a game can really recreate those rumour type feelings, even though it's just a game and it's all statistical anomalies and so on. Anyway, right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I know we've got 2 units up here. Actually, should we do these? Should we do these? We'll do these. We'll do these. So this is our general. His zeal, I think he could benefit with a bit more zeal. Or maybe forager. How do we boost zeal? I can't remember. It's the bard, isn't it? Let's do that. Let's make him more likeable as a king. That, I think, is a good move. Who we got next here? Athelward, the warrior. And he is a general. He is cracking. I think he also could benefit with a bit of zeal. Let's be the coolest. Let's be the coolest cats in town. What's this? What? Lower influence. Turns remaining 6. All of this plotting has weakened your position somewhat. What plotting? Leader influence 8. This man wears the crown with pride, taking his role very seriously indeed. Okay, I don't understand what this is. Lower influence, turns remaining 6. All this plotting has weakened your position somewhat. -2 on influence. That's concerning. That's concerning, it is. Well, there's not much I can do about it right now, so please join me in the next episode where we'll continue this and hopefully we'll get into some battles soon. I'm certainly feeling that, see, we're -6 now. It was -7 just now, so we're heading in the right direction. Look how much money we got, 6,000 in the bank. We are looking fairly stable, and we've got a number of improvements coming for our faction, so yeah, things are looking pretty good. Join me in the next episode. Thanks for watching today, and take care of yourselves. Till next time, goodbye.